Woo. The goal is a little more today because we've been on this banana for forever, for 3 days, and we haven't hit the goal. So this, if we do 120 for till the end of the month, it just brings us back to being even. So I'm not trying to mess with him too much right now because he's so little and frail. But I'll show him to you guys here in just a little bit. I'm trying to just get him warmed up right now since we just got out of the egg. But yeah, he's pretty cute. He's pretty cute. He looks kind of gross because he's covered in yolk, dried yolk. But yeah. Morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Let me get set up. Let me get everything set up here that we need for the day. Said I ain't never been with a Betty. She calm, but I added to the telly. Yes, this is the new layout that we'll maintain as we make the swap over to Twitch and YouTube. So we are currently, I have to double check, but I believe we are currently live everywhere. So I'm trying to get everything set up so we can check it out. Bum, 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 bum. View your channel. Okay, so we are live right now and it looks good there. Hey, W Noel for subscribing. Fuck yes. Hell yeah, queen. Remember, guys, if you're over on the Twitch and you have a Prime membership, you can do a once a month sub for free using your Prime membership. I'm just making sure everything looks okay on all of the places. Great, great, great. All right. Ooh. I think I need to make like another list of like talking points in case people like come here to debate and they could just go over the question everything trust receipts like whenever they're up. The incels are out this morning. Great. Love that for me. That's going to be so fun. All right, we're going to get rid of that window. We're going to open up this window. That's going to go there. This is going to go here. Hello, Juniper. Okay, little baby, so far so good. As long as he's chirping, he needs to recover. Would you rather me here or on the tube, Emma? Andrea, either or right now. We have 11 viewers in total between tube and Twitch. So I think like we're pretty good over there until we get more traction. You know what I mean? So let's see what we've got going on. But welcome back to the main account. That hated being on that banana. That was terribly awful. Did not like it all. 0 out of 10. Do not recommend. Hello? Thank you guys for being here. Let's tap the screen, share the live, do all of the good things. You guys are going to periodically potentially hear a baby chicken. I did help hatch a baby chick this morning. So there is a baby chick chirping loudly in the background. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Holy echo. Try swiping out and swiping back in, Lone Star. Is there an echo for anybody else? Let me see what we've got going on. There shouldn't be an echo. No echo, no echo. Okay. All right. Would somebody on the TikTok mind coming up for a minute to see if they can hear the guest over on the tube of views in the Twitch? How'd I know it was going to be Allie? How'd I know Allie was going to volunteer? First thing. See if we get Allie loaded in here. Hi, Allie. I love you. So guys, if you're over on the Tuba U's of the Twitch, let me know if you could hear Allie. Where are you? All right. Allie, you sound really muffled between like the radio and the back seat, so I'm going to drop you down. But I love you so much, and I hope you have a great day. All right. My friend Jody is here too. So, hi, Jody. Oh, good morning. Guys, if you are on the Twitch and the Tube of You, please let me know if you could hear the guests in the box. I know Allie was a little muffled because they are helicoptering currently. So, it's been a morning. I helped hatch a baby chick this morning, so that's my first experience doing that. I think it thinks I'm its mother now. You remember that Dr. Seuss book, Are You My Mother with the Bird? Oh my god. Yeah. I don't know, man. I hope he or she survives. If they do, we're gonna name them Lucky. So, and then I'll have 10 chickens. That's a round number. You know what I mean? I need to extend my coop before I get 5 more. Paul better put in work. All right, I'm gonna drop you back down and hopefully we get to some debates. I love you so much. Bye. Guys, if you are over on the Tube of You or the Twitch, if you could let me know if you were able to hear them, that would be great. I am trying to. I see the Twitch chat, but I don't see the YouTube chat for some reason, which is weird. So let me just. Oh, if I could spell things, that would be really cool. Bugster, that's such a wild thing to say. Bugster said you'll probably eat the chicken like a peep. What the fuck? That's insane. All right. Let me get onto the YouTube channel real quick and see what I am missing in the chat. All right. Bugster says Trump is your daddy, but won't call in. That's crazy. Oh, I have to open up the call-in line. Oops. That might be a user error, chat. That might be a me problem. Nope, we don't have any missed calls. We're good. We can't hear the guests over there. Okay. TikTok guest is super quiet. Okay, so you could hear them. They were just super quiet. Samantha. Bugster's literally a 9-year-old. All right. We are just looking for some opposition. If you are a Trump supporter, please request up. You are the target audience that we want to talk to. I am going to see if I can. I don't know how to make the guest any louder on the TikTok. Shoot. This dual stream thing is really pissing me off. Manny, why don't you come on up and have a conversation with us? We could totally talk about the border. Good morning, Manny. How are we? Hold on one second. There you are. How are we, Manny? Cool, cool. Can I have your age for TikTok? Okay, I don't know what you look like, brother. What state are you from? Which is? Okay, well, my president actually lives in the White House in Washington, D.C. Uh, anywho, so it's May. It's, it's May 21st, 2026. Why are we still supporting Trump? I mean, why? I'm asking you, why are we still supporting Trump? Yes, yes. Obama. He was what? He was on TV twice a year is a crazy claim for Barack Obama. That's wild. He's still massively on TV now. And he's not even president anymore. So can you just give me like a reason why in May of 2026 we are still supporting Donald Trump when gas is more expensive, groceries are more expensive, the cost of living hasn't gone down, we're now at war with Iran. Um Medicine prices are well, hold on, what's the definition of war? What's the definition of war? What is the definition of are you going to engage in a conversation or are you just going to say weird things? Journey. What do you mean? I gave you an opportunity to talk like 12 times and you just said nothing. Okay, let's talk about that. Hold on. One thing at a time, Manny. Let one thing at a time, Manny. One thing at a time, Manny. Manny, one thing at a time. Immigration. What has he done to secure the border? When was Border Patrol not there? This is so funny. Okay, bye. You don't have to announce your departure, Manny. You could just leave. Like, when was Border Patrol not there? We could literally Google photos of Border Patrol at work every single year since their inception in the early 2000s. I don't abuse my dogs. No, that's a weird question. That's a weird question. Journey. Hey, brother, I know they're cutting down trees at the beginning of the road and you can hear it. I know, and you're doing a good protect. I'm proud of you and I love you, but the incessant barking, please. Please. Sorry, I have a Great Pyrenees, and he like, so Great Pyrenees can hear for like ever away. I think the last time I looked it up was like 5 miles. It was wild. Hey Lincoln, are you a Trump supporter? Can I have your age for TikTok? Okay, and what state are you from? 34. What state are you from? Ooh, what's your favorite beach in Florida? I know, and I'm always trying to explore new ones every time I go, but I'm partial to Pensacola. It's just so pretty there on that side. I like the sand is really soft and the water's like really really clear, which like who's Mandy? Oh, okay. Anyway, so it's May 21st, 2026. Why are we still supporting Trump? Right, but I'm here to talk about federal elections, not local elections, because like you live in Florida, I live in Indiana, right? My governor's a piece of shit, but you don't know what my governor's doing, and I simultaneously don't know what your governor's doing, which is why we're keeping it sort of like, isn't it DeSantis? Yeah, I think he's a piece of shit. Well, because for one, he took a bunch of legal asylum-seeking immigrants and like pushed them further into the interior of the country, like Governor Abbott, without giving any states a heads up that these asylum seekers were coming, and then convinced the red base like you that like these were actually invading illegal migrants, so that way you guys would have something to be afraid of in the 2024 election. It's not a conspiracy theory. Did Governor DeSantis and or not Mike Braun, Governor DeSantis and Greg Abbott take asylees, migrants, put them in buses and and send them to places like California, Chicago, and New York? That's my point, right? You're convinced that they weren't supposed to be here. You're convinced that they're illegal immigrants or undocumented people. They're asylum seekers. They were allowed to be here. That's not a conspiracy theory. What is asylum? What is asylum in this country? I know what a conspiracy theory is, like Pizzagate, right? Like, I'm not over here conspiratorializing anything. The fact is, legal migrants came to this country, asylees. They were in fear of their life, safety, whatever the case was, they have a right to claim asylum. That gives them legal status in this country. And then your governor and Texas's governor, they're literally in the process of going through due process. Asylum, right? So the issue here is asylum takes 5 to 7 years to adjudicate. That's the major issue, which means that these asylees get to live in our country and be a part of our communities for 5 to 7 years. 90% of people seeking asylum are denied asylum and sent home, but they are still legally allowed to be here. But your governor did an entire propaganda campaign where he convinced you that he took illegal immigrants out of Florida and sent them to places like New York City, which, even if that were true, right? Let's just say that were true. Let's say he took undocumented people, what you guys refer to as illegal migrants, and bust them to places like New York. Why are you not more upset that he took unvetted, potentially dangerous people and pushed them further into the interior of America? And can you just stay on topic and answer a question, or are you just going to try to gish gallop around? Because you know I'm tearing apart your entire world view on this right now. But you're not answering any of my questions, right? I've asked you multiple questions. No, you haven't. I've asked you multiple questions and you haven't answered one. You're answering my questions with a question. So again, let's start with the first question. Did Governor DeSantis put migrants on a bus and push them further into the interior of America? I'm not. See, again, you're answering a question with a question. It's a yes or no question. Did he do it? But he did. That's the thing. He absolutely did. Yeah, 1 second. What? I mean, if you want to go back down to the chat, I can put you there, or you can pay attention to what's happening up here. Conservative states' migrant transportation programs. Governors in Florida, Texas, and Arizona have sent immigrants to states hundreds of miles away as part of an exploitative political stunt. Who's that guy right where? This is Greg Abbott. Arizona. Yeah, in the picture, Greg Abbott, the governor of Arizona, and this over here is Ron DeSantis. In 2022, the conservative governors of Florida, Texas, and Arizona began sending asylum seekers and other undocumented immigrants to places like Chicago, Washington, D.C., and New York City in a bid to score points with the anti-immigration wings of their base. Early in the year, Texas Governor Greg Abbott began arranging buses that would take migrants to cities perceived to be more liberal, prompting outrage from immigrants' rights advocates as well as from local officials who struggled to accommodate the sudden and unannounced arrivals. As of January 2024, his administration had relocated more than 100,000 migrants, reportedly costing taxpayers $86 million between April 2022 and October 2023. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis also made headlines in September 2022 by chartering 2 flights of about 50 migrants from Texas to Martha's Vineyard. The migrants, many of whom said they felt they had been misled with promises of jobs and housing, moved into temporary housing and homeless shelters after receiving support from local nonprofits and communities. So again, why did your governor convince you that undocumented immigrants were dangerous and then bust them further into the interior of our country, putting American citizens at risk? Why did that happen? And why are you not mad about it? There's no reason to be upset that the undocumented people that your side says are dangerous criminals was bussed further into America to put American citizens at risk. Okay, that makes so much sense, bud. All of the sense in the world. Brother, can you pay attention to the conversation? Your base, your side says all of these undocumented people are criminals and from mental asylums and all kinds of other things, correct? Okay, so those individuals are the individuals. Yeah. Those individuals are the individuals your governor told you he put on a bus and pushed further into the interior of America. So why are you okay with your governor, if this is true, if the things he's telling you are true and legitimate, why are you not upset that your governor is putting American citizens at risk? Okay. I don't think you're tracking. Yeah, I'm fine. I just don't think you're able. I don't think you have the ability to track. What did I just say to you? Put who on a bus? Nope. Nope, that's not what he told you, right? What did he tell you he did with the undocumented illegal migrants that came into your state? Oh, okay. So Ron DeSantis is pro illegal immigration, is what you're saying, and you voted for that. Okay, cool. That's fine. Illegal immigration, like your entire like. See, here's what you're trying to do, right? Like you're trying to twist things around to act like you guys are the good guys in this situation and that you didn't vote for mass deportation, right? Because my stance on this is that we need. Hold on. But yet you're arguing now that Ron DeSantis took those, what is your worldview, illegal immigrants and busted them to places for better opportunity. That's not, you don't even know what is due process, buddy. Nope, that's not what due process is. That's not what due process is. That's not what due process is. What is due process, sir? No, you didn't. That's not what due process is. So whenever you commit a crime, right, and you're arrested, and then you go to your arraignment hearing, what is that called? That's called due process. That's oh my god. Wow. It's just you're going to fucking court. Yep. Buddy, brother, are you okay? Because I don't think you know anything about anything. Because you literally just said coming into this country legally is due process when that isn't due process. So the process that you take after coming into this country, whether it be legally or improperly, right? Because that's what the law states. It doesn't say illegal, it says improper entry, right? So regardless of how you come here, if you go in front of a judge or you're put on some sort of probation program, temporary status, and you have a process in which you're going through to either be deported or become a citizen. That is due process, right? Just like if I steal a candy bar at a store and I'm arrested and then I'm arraigned and then I'm released until my court date and then I go to trial, that is due process. Oh, he ran away? That's crazy. That's crazy. Guys, I'm trying to figure out why you guys can't hear the guests and stuff over on the Twitchity Twitch. And I don't even know how to check that out without giving myself a massive echo. And I'm also trying to watch my cat to make sure she doesn't get this baby chick. Buddy. Yeah. He's doing okay. Ask Hector. I could possibly shoot Hector a message real quick. Matt had the same issue. I could definitely shoot Matt a message real quick. All right, let me see. Hey, yo, Matt. Does Matt stream on Twitch too? Are we only having the issues on Twitch or is it also on YouTube? Can you guys hear the guests over on YouTube? Obama. Oh, yeah, Matt is probably still sleeping. Can you guys hear this baby chicken? We are only allowing Trump supporters right now, AM. I'm so sorry, but not today. Thank you. There's some audio routing witchcraft to get it to work. Ah! And the cat, okay. Well, I helped this baby chicken. So, no, guys. So, my son's teacher hatches her own eggs, and every year she brings in some of those eggs to incubate in the classroom so the kids can watch the chickens hatch as like a science thing, educational stuff. Apparently, this baby chick started hatching yesterday. I went in there this morning to check on them, and he was still stuck in his shell with just one leg out and his like chin tucked into his chest. My son's teacher was like, I don't think he's gonna make it, and there's nothing I can really do to help him. And I was like, well, there's something I can do to help him. Do you care if I take him home and give it a shot? And she was like, no, absolutely. So I snatched him up out of the incubator and I left. And I have now since helped him get out of his egg, and he is now resting. And fingers crossed he makes it, chat. Like, this is a long shot. Like, the odds are against this little baby chick. And you have a kid, weird double standard, but hey, it was not your kid. What does that mean? What? What does that mean? It's me. What are you even talking about, brother? Hello? I'm inviting them up because I have no idea what any of that means. Shoot, guys, I don't know what kind of wizardry I need to do to make you guys be able to hear this on Twitch. Let me see. Settings. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, what did I just do?